Welcome back. The broader markets continue to recover. The mid-cap index is now just 0.4% lower. When we started off the show, it was 0.8% lower. So the recovery continues in the broader markets, is almost turning into positive territory now is the mid-cap index. You pull up the small-cap index as well. That too still trading with losses of close to 2%, but still off the highs of the day. But what are some of the key budget expectations of the steel industry? Nigel is joining in with more on that. Nigel.
Well, the industry's plea is for protection from steel imports. But let's give you a quick background first up. The domestic steel consumption has been very, very strong. We have witnessed the highest steel consumption in the month of December 2024, which clocked close to around 13 million tons. Now, slowdown fears have weighed on sentiment, but the government's capex, the infra recovery as well, that should aid steel consumption even in Q4. The problem has been on steel imports, and that's finding its way into the Indian markets. And so the Steel Ministry, they have proposed to the Finance Minister to impose 25% safeguard duty against low-cost imports that are coming in from countries like China as well as from Vietnam. The intent is to restrict imports which are affecting the domestic volumes. Well, Chinese exports have been weighing on the global steel industry as the real estate market out there continues to struggle. That's resulting in a slowdown out there, thereby encouraging large amount of steel exports from China. Now, in 2024, Chinese steel exports, well, they ballooned by close to 20% and they clocked close to around 110 million tons. That's the highest export number that's recorded since 2015. Well, the higher Chinese exports, that's exerting pressure on global steel prices. In turn, since prices are coming lower, margins are under pressure as well. Now, in the first 9 months of FY25, the steel imports, they have moved up by 16%. While steel exports from India, they have come down by 16%. Because the Chinese exports, they are flooding the global export destinations of Indian companies. So they're eating into our export markets as well. The steel companies argue that they need support from the government of India. They have laid out ambitious capacity addition plans for the next few years. They're incurring huge capex. So they are telling the government, we need your help. We need to get protected. So the DGTR, well, they have initiated safeguard investigation on imports of many types of steel. Ambit says that the past trend suggests that it will come only by the second quarter or the third quarter of the next fiscal. Hence, they believe that safeguard duty is likely, but not imminent. Let's see what the government comes up with. But the steel companies, they believe they have a solid case that there could be some protection in store for them.
All right, Nigel, thanks a lot for that. So that's about the steel stocks and the steel sector in focus ahead of the budget. But we'll keep an eye out on the markets. Sachidanand, taker of Trade Bulls, joins in with some trading strategies on the other side of this break.